Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Kelly and this is Maxwell. What? Do you need to do something? What? Where's your chicken? There you go. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being available and doing this and joining me live. So today's program, I've blended asana with some HIIT tempo to build strength and inspire you to feel empowered. Let's get started seated in bound angle pose, one of the best poses for, one of the best counteracting poses for squats and lunges and cycling and running. So sitting up well, put your feet together. How is everyone today? Thank you for joining. So in this seated bound angle pose, your feet are together. Press your toes into each other. Feel the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels as close to the groin as you can. And just have your knees drop to wherever they drop. Now with your yogi fingers, grab around the big toes and press your feet into each other and sit up really tall. Feel the opening up of your hips, the inner thigh muscles. No need to push your knees down. Just stay right here. As you exhale, hinge forward. So drawing your chest towards the feet, lengthening the back. And if you want, you can bring your elbows on the outside of your shins. Breathe in and breathe out. And now lift up, hands to your knees, lift your heart, and then round your back. Lift your heart, and then round the back. Do that again. Cat-cow in this bound angle pose. All right, so now bring your legs together. Walk your feet forward just a bit and round your spine right here, spreading your blades apart. Same thing, cat-cow with your feet on the floor. Sit up tall right here on your sitting bones. And then just notice rolling back on the other side of your sitting bones when you round the spine. Do that again. Exhale, and then inhale. Or exhale right there. Inhale whenever you open up the chest. Exhale. And now let's roll over to our hands and our knees. Move your hands forward. So not underneath your shoulders. Separate your knees hip width. Put the top of your feet down. Press into the floor. And then lift up. Shift forward with the hips. Now bring the hips back. Glutes to your heels in child's pose. Facing the mat. And lift up. Shift the hips. Look forward. Maybe you can reach the hips closer towards the floor. Then bring it up and back. Child's pose. Shift. Look forward. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Warming up the body. Inhale right here. Press into your fingertips. Claw the floor. Claw the mat. And now lift. Come forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, you're in plank pose. 5 breaths. So wiggle your feet so you have your toes tucked under and you're balancing on the balls of your feet, and then your fingers, your hands, fingertips are pressing into the floor. Lift the hips just slightly, squeeze the thighs, or contract the thigh muscles. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift forward and lower down. Salambhasana. We're going to do this many times in class today. It's a great way to strengthen the posture muscles, your posterior, or your muscles in your back. Now, so to practice, first time, press your feet into the floor. So feel your feet and press your feet so much that you lift the shins away from the floor, just slightly, or your knees. Now, looking down at the mat, don't gaze forward. Lift your shoulders up away from the floor, then lift the hands, palms facing the ceiling, hands up. And then when you're ready, you can bring your legs out wider if you want to. That gives maybe it's a little more comfortable for your back. Our legs closer, squeezing in. Lift your legs, try to lift the thighs. 3 breaths. Good. Now, slide your hands just below the shoulders. Draw your elbows in. Press your feet into the floor. Cobra pose. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Look forward and bend your knees. Step to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Then exhale, fold. Inhale and reach. Bring your right hand down to your side and reach the left arm up and over. So reaching your fingers, reach the opposite arm out over the ear, draw your shoulder back. Feel the side body opening up, stretching through the side. Now let's change sides. Reach up and over. So we're going to create a bit of a mantra or a sequence of poses that will come to each time we start over. So it'll become familiar. But then I'll add things that into the sequence where you're as a surprise. Inhale and reach up, both arms. Good. Now exhale, fold. Follow my cue. Bend your left knee. Lengthen your head forward. Keep your left knee bent. Now lower your body over that left leg, towards the left leg. And now lengthen forward. Bend your right knee. And then lower down over the right leg. Inhale, half lift. Straighten both legs. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Every time we go through a vinyasa, we'll step back. No hopping back. Shift forward. Lower down. Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Press your fingers into the floor. Now we're just going to try this. So press into we're going to balance. Lift your right leg up. Stretch it out away from you. And then lower, and now lift your left leg. Do that 4 times. Right and left. Don't lift the leg too high, just enough. Feel the glute squeeze or contract. Do it one more time. And now hold your left leg up. Press your hands into the floor. You may have to widen your hands. Lift up onto your left fingertips. Yeah, so there's your balance. That leg is up, 3-limb dog. Maybe you can come up onto your finger and balance. Maybe you can lift your hand and balance. If you start to quiver or fall over, put your hand back down. Good, set it down. All right, let's do the other side. So left leg on the floor. Right leg goes up, 3-limb dog. Look back at your back foot, the left foot. Now lift up onto the right fingers. Press into your left hand solidly, your fingers. Maybe you can come up onto the right finger, index finger. And then maybe you can lift your hand all the way and then set it down just for a second, right? So 3-limb dog. Now downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step to your hands. Lengthening your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. reaching up, leaning over to the side, reach your opposite hand, look up, and then reach the other way. Reach your hand down, arm over your ear, and then reach both arms up. Inhale, exhale, fold. Lengthen your head forward and bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, and fold. Lengthen the head forward, half lift, bend your right knee, straighten the left leg, and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, downward facing dog first. Let's do that again. 3-limb dog, right leg up. Inhale, press into your hands. Now come up onto the fingers of your left hand. Maybe you can come onto one finger and balance. Just notice if you're more balanced this time, and maybe you can sweep your hand to the middle of the mat. Maybe you can lift it up. Then bring your hand to the floor. Good. Set it down. So your body's learning. Your central nervous system is learning. Lift your left up, left leg up, 3-limb dog. Come onto the fingertips of your right hand. Just balance. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you try to put one finger down. Maybe bring your hand to the center. Then maybe try to balance with it up. Maybe for a half second, right? Good. Now come into plank. Press into your hands. Lift your right foot. Hover. Right foot hovers. Lower that. Left foot hovers. Lower that. Now shift forward, lower down, all the way. Salambhasana, our locust pose. Reach your palms. Lift the legs, lift the hands. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Put your hands on the floor. Draw your elbows in. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Set your heel down. Warrior 1. Looking forward. Pull your front ribs in or abs in. Exhale your hands to the hips. Clasp your fingers. Now bow forward. Humble warrior. Knee over your ankle in the front. Bow all the way over. Drop the head. And then lift up. Do that 3 times. Carefully. 2. One more time. Keep your balance. Now stay there. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Unclasp your hands. Put your left hand on the floor. Lift up your left heel. So you're in lunge position. Reach the right arm up. Twist. Inhale. Then exhale your hand to the floor. Shift that leg back. Or bring the leg back. Downward facing dog. Let's do the left side. Left leg up. Inhale. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Step your foot through. Heel to the floor. Warrior 1. Reaching up first. Coming to humble warrior. Hands behind. Clasp your fingers. Square your hips to the front. Bow 3 times. Reach the arms away from you. Keep your knee over the forward. So that forward knee over your ankle, look forward. Bow, press your feet into the floor. Squeeze those legs in towards each other. And then lift. Do that again. This time stay. Unclasp your hands. Right hand comes down. Lift your right heel. Left arm comes up. Press into your hand. Here's your twist. Beautiful. Exhale, hand to the floor. Extend the leg back straight. Come down to the mat. Locust pose. So look down at the mat. Sweep the hands to your sides. Lift the hands. Lift the thighs off the floor. Look down. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And then place your hands on the floor. Tuck your toes. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels and bend your knees. Look forward. Step your feet to your hands. Lengthening the head forward. Then exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Arm to the side, reach up and over. Press into your feet equally, and then reach up. Other side. Reach the fingers towards the floor, opposite hand, over, and then reach up. Bring the arms to your sides. Chair pose. Sink your hips down, weight in your heels mostly. Look forward, pull your front ribs in. Stand tall and lift your right knee. So as you stand, coming out of the chair pose, lift your knee. Set your foot down and come into chair. Reach the arms. Lift up, lift your knee. Let's do that again. Inhale, chair. And then lift, balance. Inhale, chair. Lift and balance. Grab your knee. Chair. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your head forward. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Fold over. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. And then fold. Hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. Here's your balancing part, core part. Press your hands into the floor, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Come onto your right fingertips. Keep looking back. Maybe you can lift up onto your index finger. Lift that leg. Maybe you can sweep the hand, the arm straight. And then place your hand down. Good. Set your foot down. Now left leg, 3-limb dog. Come onto your fingertips. Maybe your finger, maybe to the middle. Maybe you can lift and then bring it down. Good. Set your leg down, foot down. Plank. Right foot hovers. Look between the thumbs. Can you come onto your left fingers and then reach the left arm? Set it down. Good. Progressing, you guys. Lift your left leg, hover. Right fingertips, right arm forward. Set it down. Excellent. Shift forward, lower down, locust pose. Pull your shoulders away from the floor, legs off the floor, palms up. Then exhale, lower, hands on the mat, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Then exhale, bring your right foot to between your hands, set your heel down, warrior one. Humble warrior, sweeping the arms around behind you. Bow. Inhale, unclasp and reach the arms, lift your heel in the back. We're going to bring the knee forward. Practice balancing, lifting the knee up. And then bring it back. So, very carefully, slowly, bring your knee in, balance, and then do that again. One more time. Up. Crescent pose. Set your left hand down. Right arm goes up. Inhale. And we're going to go to side plank. So press make sure your fingers are spread. So think from your pinky to your thumb. There's your balance. And then all the other fingers pressing. Go to the edge of your left foot. Move your right foot to the center. Lift your hips. Open your body straight to the side. Arm up. Maybe you can stack the legs and breathe. Excellent. Now, bring your hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Shift forward. Let's go through a vinyasa. So lower down, upward facing dog, and then we'll do the other side. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. So lift your left leg up. Step your left foot through. Spin your heel down. Warrior one. Inhale. Reaching your arms all the way up and bring them back behind you. Clasp the fingers and bow over the forward leg. Reaching the arms. And then lift up. Unclasp the hands. Lift your right heel. Then bring your knee forward. Grab the knee. Pull it up. Flex your foot. Then reach back. Step back. Crescent. Do that again. Bring it in. Whoop, balance. And reach. One more time. Up. Flex. And then bring it back. Reach. Right hand to the floor. Twist. Up. Then go to the edge of your right foot. Bring your left foot right in the center. Open your body straight. Press into your hand. Reach the arm. Then maybe you can stack your legs. 3. Good. Lift the hips. 2. One more. Excellent. Hand to the floor. Downward facing dog for a moment. Vinyasa if you'd like to. Shift and then lower. Lift your chest up through. Then exhale. Downward facing dog. Now step to the middle of the mat. Look forward. Slide your hands in. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands behind you. Clasp your hands, folding position. Or fold it over. Reach the knuckles away from you. Fold. Try to straighten the legs as much as you can, tipping the head over. Then move the shoulders away from the ears. Unclasp your hands. Slide the hands down the back of your legs. Lengthen your head forward. Place your hands on the floor. Hop back to a bent knee downward dog. Right there. So kind of like, I call these froggy hops. So hop your feet now behind your wrists. Hop in, right there. Try to land lightly. I even made noise there. So pay attention to that. Press into your fingers. Hop back, bent knee, downward dog. And then hop in. Soft landing. Look forward. And then hop back. Do it again. Hop back. Again, hop. One more time. Hop in. And set your heels down. Reach your arms forward. Yogi squat. Sit behind your heels. Extend your legs out straight. Reach for your toes. And then round your back and roll all the way back onto the mat. Arms overhead. Reaching the arms. Then bring your arms around the legs. Hug the legs in. And bring your knees 90 degrees. Fingertips behind the head. Extend the right leg out. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. And then switch. Left leg straight out. Left elbow to right knee. And switch. Good. Switch. Switch. Do it again. We're going to do this repeated for 30 seconds rather than counting. Out. Touch. Touch. You can go faster or keep it slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1. Hug the legs in. Roll up. Cross the ankles. Hands on the floor. Step back to plank. Hold plank. Breathe. 30 seconds. Knee underneath your chest. Pull it in. Right in. Under the chest. So knee towards your nose or your chin. So these 2 moves back to back. And we're going to do through 4 cycles of both. Breathe. 5 more seconds. Press into your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Bent downward dog. And then hop to the center. Reach your arms. Sit behind. Legs out straight. Lower down. Knees up. Legs up. 90 degrees. Bent knees. Now reach and touch the elbow to the knee. Reach. Opposite elbow touches the floor. Keep moving. Extension of the leg, reaching of the elbow. You got it. First round of rhythmic intensity training. 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Come up, cross your ankles, hands on the floor, and if you want to, hop to plank. Okay? Now, bring it in. Straight into it. 30 seconds. Press into your fingers. Knee in. I don't want you to hop this though. I want you to just smoothly bring the knee in towards your chin. Breathe. This is the second round of 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bent knee, downward dog. Hop. Set your heels down and reach. Lower down. Bring your knees in. Fingertips behind the head. Touch and reach right into it. Core training. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Think about your breath. Breathe. Elbow to your knee. You've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, roll, hands, step or hop, plank, hold, pause for a moment, knees in. Nice. Press it to your fingers. Keep this slow and controlled. This is the 3rd round. We'll do 1 more. All right. Here we go. Press it to your fingers. Now you're feeling it. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hop. Sit behind your heels. Reach. Lower down. Bend your knees. Reach. Right into it. 30 seconds. Last round. Both. Elbow to the floor as you reach the opposite elbow to your knee. Chin off your chest, everybody. Don't pull on your head. Make that pivot with your core. So draw the shoulder across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross, bring it up. And step or hop. Right there. Ready, go. 30 seconds. Breathe. Come on. Keep moving. Knees coming in. Ten more seconds. And then you're done with this part. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Step your feet to your hands. Lengthen your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. Woo! Excellent work, everyone. Reach up and over, side lean. Bring your feet under your hips. Lift your toes and set them down. Equally press into your feet. Both are weight equal in both feet as you lean over. Look up. Now go the other, or reach the other way. Fingers. Good. Inhale and reach up. Now bring the hands behind the back. Clasp your hands. Let's stretch the chest. So reach the knuckles towards the floor. Maxwell, do you want to go out? I'm going to let Maxwell out. Hold on. All right. We'll see you later, Maxwell. Here, you can take your chicken. There you go. Bye, Maxwell. The do not disturb sign is on my door. Okay. So feet under your hips. Clasp your hands. Put your palms together. Bend your elbows if you need to. Fold over. Reach the arms away from your back. Straighten your legs. Now unclasp your hands, slide the hands down the back of your legs. Lengthen the head forward. Bend your left knee and fold over towards that left leg. So your right leg is straight.
Lengthen forward your body, half lift. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Now fold over that right leg. Good. Now inhale, half lift. Then exhale, plant your hands and go to downward facing dog. Practice this balance again. Press into your hands, downward dog. Lift your right leg up. Balance, press the floor away. Come up onto your fingers, your index finger, and then maybe sweep that arm. And then set it down. So just notice how much better you're getting your confidence. Lift the leg. Well, you know where you're going, first of all. There's no surprise. Come up onto your fingertips. One finger, maybe the center, and maybe you reach. And then set it down. Good. Set that foot down. Now come into plank. Here's our plank balance. Shoulders over your wrists. Now lift your right leg. Come onto your fingers over your left hand and then reach. Look down in between your thumbs. Set your hand down, foot down. Left foot hover. Press into your fingers. Lift your right arm. And then set it down. Excellent. Salambhasana. Shift. Lower down. Sweep the hands to your sides. Turn your palms up. And lift the thighs. Lift the shoulders away from the floor. Just look down. Don't look forward. Lift the legs. Move the shoulder blades towards each other. Now let it go. Press into the floor. Child's pose. Let's take a child's pose briefly. Knees apart. Chest between the thighs. Come up into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Here's our sequence. Right foot between your hands. Warrior one. Inhale. Reach up. So that just means it's in the lunge position, but your foot is at an angle in the back. Draw your right side back and your left side forward. Sweep your hands behind, clasp, and bow forward. Humble warrior. We're going to change this a bit, you guys. Now lift up, reach your left arm up and over, warrior two, opening up to the side. So here's your warrior two lunge, reaching your arms, turn your right palm up. Reach that as if you're going to serve something, to really reach that arm, stretch it out. Then bring that arm up, reverse warrior. Feel the side body stretch right here on the front, and then flexion on the other side. Side angle. Reach your forearm to your thigh and lift the left arm up. Reach and turn your gaze up, and then reach back, reverse. Keep your focus on one thing so you keep your balance. That's important. And then side angle. Maybe this time you can reach down and point your fingers to the floor. Now hold this. Circle the arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lift up, warrior two. Straighten your forward leg. Press your foot into the floor. The forward foot, the ball of your foot, the big toe. Then reach your arms, your right arm forward. Bring your hand down to your shin, a block, or touch the floor. Reach the left arm up. Your focus, bring it down. So look down at your foot. Keep your balance. Press your foot strongly into the ground. Triangle pose. Sweep the arm around. One more time. And lift up. Bend your knee. Set your left hand on the floor. Reach the right arm up. Twist the opposite direction. Now side plank. So go to the edge of your foot. Put your foot in the center. Open up your body to the side. So straight body. And then stack your legs if you want to. Maybe lift your leg 1, 2, 3. That's it. Hand to the floor. Face the floor. Step your right foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Now sweep forward. Bring the arms forward. You're going to bring the knee up. Lift it up. And then extend the leg straight. Hands behind the thighs. Point your toes up. Arms out. Bend your knee. Pull it in.
tree pose. Foot to the inner thigh, balancing, reach the arms up, then bring the hands to the heart, relax the shoulders, then bring it forward, knee forward, extend the leg out, sweep back, arms to the side, airplane, warrior three, reach your arms forward first, then set your left toes down. Here's your crescent pose. Bring the hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. I have sweat dripping down my nose. Shift forward into plank, lower down, vinyasa, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And then step your left foot through. Set your heel down. Just notice how you're stepping your foot through. Eventually, you'll get strong enough that you won't have momentum assisting or helping your foot come through. It takes some time. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. It's one of those pieces that once you get it, it just builds extra confidence. Bow forward. Look behind. Inhale, lift. It's simple, but does build confidence because it's really a strong move. Now release the hands, lift up, open up warrior two. So now press into this back foot, the forward foot, bend forward. You're resisting pressing that knee out. Then look over the front hand. Then turn your palm up. Yes, you're going to serve something right there. Bring your right hand down and left arm up. Feel the side body stretch. Good. Now side angle. Just prop that up. Maybe you want to stay there every time. Focus. Bring it back, reverse. This time, hold. So right here, maybe you want to reach down further. Look out to the side, and then encircle your arm 5, 4, 3, 2. Notice what's happening in your shoulder joint. And then 1. Lift up, warrior 2. Straighten your forward leg. You may want to bring your back foot in a little bit so the stance is a little shorter. I find that triangle pose is more comfortable for me that way. Press into your forward foot and then reach. Be very careful here. This is a deep hamstring stretch. So you want to bring your hand down as you tip that hand down. Bring the opposite hand up or place your hand on your hip. Your body's open to the side. Straighten your leg and maybe you can reach down, touch the floor. Focus. Down. Circle your arm just 3 times. A little harder to balance. 2. And then 1. Up. Bend your knee. Bring your right hand to the floor. Lift your left heel. Right heel. Left arm up. Twist. Here's your side plank. Whoops. Go to the edge of your right foot. Slide your left. Open up your body to the side. Maybe stack your legs. All right, so taking that to another level, you'll go up, down, one more. All right, so now face the mat, step your left foot through. Lift your right heel, crescent pose. Inhale and reach the arms, lift your knee up in front. Yes. Pull it in. Then bring the leg back. Crescent. Do it again. Bring it up. Pull. Crescent. One more time. Up. And step back. Knee grab again. Then tree pose. So knee to the side. Foot to the inner thigh. Balancing. Arms out. And reach up. Bring the hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders, the jaw. Now bring your knee forward. Extend that leg straight. Use your hands if you need to. Arms side, sweep, sweep, all the way back. Straighten your leg, lift that left arch, press into your foot, beautiful. Set your foot down, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Vinyasa, if you'd like to, or just child's pose. Excellent, and bring it back. Super good job. All right, so we're gonna come forward, step to the middle of the mat, little bookmark in the practice in the class. Bend your knees, malasana. So elbows on the inside of your knees, palms together, press your elbows and your knees into each other. Look forward, bring your hands, your thumbs to touch your heart. Your knees need to go the same direction as your toes, so don't let your knees crumble in or fall in. Practicing crane pose, hands on the floor, lift your heels and just kind of lean. So just notice, get the sensation of weight shifting into your hands, press your fingers into the floor, the finger pads, fingertips, then shift back. So do that rocking motion a few times, okay? So rock forward and then back. So just like in cat-cow, cat pose, that's what your back does whenever you lift up into crane, to engage your core muscles, because you need those to ultimately come up. The other main cue for a crow or crane pose is looking forward and lifting the sternum as you round the back. Okay, so now hold. Lift the hips, slide your knees into the triceps, shift forward, look forward, lift your right foot, lift your left foot. 5 breaths. Point your toes. Lift your heels to your glutes. Round your back, round your back. And then set your feet down. Nice work. Fold over. Lengthen your head forward. Then exhale and fold. Bend your knees and sit behind your heels on the mat. Legs out straight. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Okay? Then just set up evenly on your glutes and direct your belly button towards your forward thigh, towards the left thigh, and walk your hands out. So this right leg's out to the side, don't force the knee down. Then maybe you can reach around, put the back of your hand, and then the other palm on top of the hand. And pull yourself towards your leg. So I'm continuing to press my foot into the inner thigh, and my left calf, I'm really pressing down into that. Breathing. Now release that hold, sitting up tall. Bring your right hand behind your right hip and look over your shoulder. All right? So you can stay here or press your right leg down. So the knee that's bent, press that leg down. Keep pressing, keep pressing. Press into your left foot and back bend. Drop your head back. Press into your right hand. Feel that side body stretch. Sweep, bring it down, sit and look forward, and let's just change sides. So left leg out, right leg out, straight. Place your left foot on your right thigh, inner thigh, knee to the side, look forward, direct the navel, the middle of your belly, towards the thigh. So stay here. And then maybe Turn the back of your hand on the bottom of your foot, and then reach for, put your other hand on the palm. Your nose coming to your knee, all the way maybe. Keep pressing your calf down. Make any shifts you need to do over the leg. Start to lift. Slide your hands in, looking forward, and then place your left hand behind your hip and look over the shoulder. What's behind you? What's over there? Then press into your left leg if you want to and go into that back bend, so lift up. Let your head drop back, reach the arm, feeling the front body stretch, that side stretch. Then lower down, slowly look forward, extend both legs out, straight. And now you're going to fold over your legs, both legs straight out. Inhale, so we've worked on the hamstrings a lot today with flexibility of your hamstrings. And those opposing bent knee fold standing, that was a great kind of easy way to get deeper into the hamstrings. And then also the triangle pose, that was emphasizing the hamstrings. Reach your arms forward more. And then slide your hands in. Okay, so now we're going to come back to Malasana or Yogi's pose. Place your feet on the floor, fingertips behind, and just push, lift up, elbows on the inside of your knees. Stay here in Malasana or hands in front of your feet. Lift your hips, get your knees behind your arms, behind your inner outer arms. I've got to move my feet back some so that I stay in frame. Hands forward. So I reach as far as the length of my arms, and that's the position that I find is the right position for crow pose. Spread your fingers and then lift. Lean forward so your weight is shifting onto your hands and coming off of your feet. So come up on the tippy toes of your feet, round your back, and then lift. Point your toes. And then set your feet down, lowering heels to the floor. Sit behind your heels, extend the legs out straight. And we're going to lower down onto the floor. Place your right ankle on your left knee. Lift up your foot off the floor. Supine pigeon pose. Press the knee away. So we're going to do it supine on our back, and then we're going to go to pigeon pose facing the mat. So first here, comfortably. If you can't do pigeon pose facing the mat, then you'll do this again. Press your hand into the inside of your knee, and then pull the leg in, opposite leg in. You can flex your feet. And breathe. Set your left foot on the floor, arms to the side, and twist or point your knees towards the right. Bring the knees to the right and look over to the left. Lift up. Settle your lower back on the floor. Let's change sides. Ankle, hand behind the hamstring. Pull the leg in. Press the knee away. Flex both of your feet. Pull the leg in.
Then release and set your right foot on the floor. Bring the arms out to the sides and lower your knees to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Pull the back towards the floor. And then look up, bring your knees up, and roll up. And let's come onto the mat for pigeon pose. So hands underneath your shoulders, and just lift up into plank. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist, and point your toes towards the other side, and you'll inch your left leg back. Set your foot down, so lengthen that leg. You'll lower your glute to the floor as you walk down to your forearms, and maybe you can reach all the way and place your chest on top of that leg. So my foot is underneath my belly, but your foot can also be underneath your groin. So it just depends on how much flexibility you have in your hip. So don't force anything right here. You want to be comfortable. You want to tuck your toes towards the mat, press the back foot into the floor, and your head is placed right at the hairline so that you have a comfortable position for your neck. So if you put your forehead flat and have your nose touching the floor, it may not feel comfortable for your neck. So lift your nose off the floor and put your right at the hairline, the forehead. Keep pressing into your legs underneath you. Now lift your head, walk your hands in, and we're going to go to the other side. So tuck your toes, lift up. Go ahead and bring that leg up into three-limb dog. Straighten and bend the leg, and lower. Bring your left leg in, left knee to the back of your left wrist, and inch the right leg back straight. Put the top of the foot down. Make sure your foot doesn't drop out to the side or the ankle. Come down to your forearms. How's this side feeling for you? Tuck your toes towards the floor. Press the back foot into the floor, and then maybe you can reach your arms straight. Put your forehead down. Just a minute. Pay attention to the sensations in your body. Press the leg into the floor underneath you, the foot into the floor behind you. Your forehead is on the mat. Slightly tucking your chin in just so that your neck is comfortable. Finding patience in your breathing. Bring your awareness to the leg underneath you. Keep pressing. And the foot behind you. Begin to walk your hands in. Nice. Now three-limb dog. So push off the floor. Lift your left leg up. Straighten and bend. And then walk your feet to the center of the mat and fold standing. Now we're going to come to a seated position. So bend your knees, sit on the mat, and sitting up tall. So same as we started class, we began. Bring your feet together. Further away from the groin is easier, and heels closer, much harder. Not hard, but just it feels slightly like I'm not sure I want to stay there, right? So if that's, or if it's uncomfortable, you definitely want to move your feet out farther.
press your feet into each other. I want you to feel the soles of your feet. Press them into each other. Then with your yogi fingers, grab your toes. And then kind of pull just lightly, not to aggravate the toe joint, or pull your toes out. That doesn't feel good. But to sit up tall, shoulders back, knees to the side. Inhaling, don't force your knees down, just have them go wherever they go. That's just the femur and the hip socket, how it fits. Some flexibility there, but mostly it's just about your anatomy, your hips and the ball and socket, the placement. All right, so now hinge forward, elbows on the outside maybe. Breathe in, breathe out. And then start to lift. Cross your legs comfortably. So one ankle under one knee. Crossing comfortably. Everyone reach up, inhale. Bring the hands to the top of the thighs. So seated meditation, seated shavasana. Or not shavasana, seated meditation. Turn your palms up. Bring the index finger, your first finger to touch your thumb. Your other three fingers are straight. The top of the hands just resting lightly on the top of the knees. Concentrate on your breathing. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Open your mouths and exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale. Place one hand on top of the other and place your hands on your heart. Press your hands into the body, into the heart. And a gesture of commitment. Commitment to yourselves and your health. Then bring the palms together to the mind's eye, the third eye, in thanks and in gratitude. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining me live. And if you're doing the recording, thank you. I appreciate it. And please leave your comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you again next time. Bye.